All right, joining us, our next guest here on the show is the head coach of the Rutgers women's lacrosse team, and that is Laura Brand-Sias. Please welcome Coach to the show.
Yay.
Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
She also brought a guest.
Yes.
She also did bring a guest. Tell us who you have there.
My semi-newborn, 8-week-old daughter, Kinley, is here.
That's pretty,
her
that's
first
pretty
radio
newborn.
Show. Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty newborn. And how's it going?
It's great. It's great.
Your
Exhausting.
first? Yeah.
My first, yes.
It is a little bit, isn't it?
Yes, but,
I've got two.
we're getting there.
I've got two, so I know that. But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about the Rutgers women's lacrosse team. From what I see here and some notes I have, a very veteran team that you have coming back.
Yeah, we have some girls that gained some great experience last year. Really, the key to our team is our defense. Our senior-laden defense has been playing together for all 4 years, so we're really going to be relying on them a great deal. And they are led, one of the natural leaders that we have, Erin Turcott, who's a senior, and then also highlighted by Chelsea Intrabartola and Holly DeMuro, who are both regional All-Americans last season. So they're really the key core to our team, and we're also returning a number of players from injury last season, most notably Lauren Sabrilli, who's one of our top midfielders. As a sophomore, she was one of the top players on our team, and unfortunately we were without her last season. So we have her back. She played all fall. Also, Kristen Kocher, who's another veteran midfielder who we didn't have last year, we'll have her back as well. So really, the defense and our midfield is really the strength of our team. And then this fall, we saw some great things out of our attack, which we weren't really seeing last year because a lot of them got thrown into the mix because of the amount of injuries that we had. But they gained such great experience our attack is clicking on all cylinders this fall. So we're really looking forward to that. And they're led. Katrina Martinelli was our leading scorer last year. She's back. Meg Clements is another big attacker for us who led our team in draw controls. She was up there in national stats for draw controls, and she's just, stepping up into true form for her senior season. So future's looking bright for this spring, and we have some great underclassmen, really talented freshmen coming in. So we'll see how they mold into our system.
That's what I was going to ask. Sounds like you have a lot of veterans, but what about do you expect to get any contributions from some of the young kids?
Yeah, absolutely. Specifically, someone who saw a lot of time this fall, Amanda Torturo. She's a freshman. She's from Long Island, Farmingdale High School, and she...
Big lacrosse area?
Yeah, big lacrosse area. We have a sophomore from there as well, Kim Kolodny, and actually the two of them work really well together based on their high school years. So we saw some really excellent things out of Amanda and out of Amanda and Kim as a duo in the fall. So some strong middies as well. Macy Scott is a middie from New Jersey. Rachel Engler, middie from PA. So we saw some really nice things out of them.
Midfielder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
Sorry.
you go.
Middie means midfielder.
That's all right.
I want to get the lingo down for the other people.
There's
don't
the
know.
lingo lesson.
Now, would you say in the now with the men, it looks like to me that the Long Island is probably a little stronger high school level than the New Jersey area. But what about for the women? Is it equal as far as New Jersey and New York with
it's
recruiting?
getting pretty close. I think Long Island has more of a storied tradition in the sport, but New Jersey is catching up very quickly, and we're seeing a lot of competition in the recruiting trail from a lot of the top schools in the country. So
you're in a good spot.
We're in a very good spot. And we do well with recruiting in New Jersey, and especially now with our entrance into the Big Ten, we're a much more marketable program, and we see a lot more attention from players that maybe didn't give us attention in the past. And really our philosophy is we get them on campus and we can sell this place pretty easily. So it's just a matter of getting people here and really our entrance into the Big Ten, which will be the #1 women's lacrosse conference in the country by a mile.
Now, who are the traditional powers for the women in the Big Ten?
Well, Big Ten has never had women's lacrosse.
Okay.
So next season will be the first time women's lacrosse has ever been in the Big Ten. But that provides us the opportunity to play schools like Northwestern and Maryland, who have won 15 of the last 18 national championships between the two of them. So that provides us with obviously immense competition right off the bat.
So there's been no Big Ten, but the schools that will be in it have a reputation.
Yeah, and they've all been competing in what we call the American Lacrosse Conference, which is just a conference that was put together for schools that didn't have a conference affiliation.
Is there another school that's being added that is not going to play in other sports that's going to play in lacrosse? Or is that just for men's?
That's just for men's.
Okay,
That's Johns Hopkins on the men's
side. So
the
women will not.
We had enough because Northwestern doesn't have men's lacrosse.
Okay.
So that's where the issue was on the men's side.
Gotcha.
So
your season's in this. You just had a fall sort of short season. You had a
Yeah.
couple of competitions. Your season's in the spring. I know the men is
Right.
coming up. We'll talk to you a little bit about that. We'll take a little break. We'll come back with you. Can you stick with us?
We got quite a crowd out
We
here.
do have quite
I
a
know.
crowd. I hope they
I don't
stick
know if it's
around. We
for
got
me,
trivia
but-
questions
I think
coming
it
up. I
is.
think so. We're continuing along with the Rutgers women's lacrosse coach here, Laura Brand-Sias. Tell us about the upcoming season. I was mentioning before the break, you had a couple of games here in the fall. You have a short, like a 4-game schedule, and then your schedule's in the spring. The men play in the fall, right?
No, the men are
The
in
men
the
also
spring
in
as
the
well.
spring. Okay. Tell us a little bit about, I guess, the season. What can we expect? What do you have in terms of games? 17 games regular season?
Yeah, 17 regular season games. We did have some issues with schools leaving the Big East Conference. So we lost Syracuse and Loyola this past year from the Big East Conference. So we needed to add some high caliber programs. So we added James Madison and Penn State for this year. We'll be having both of them at home, and Stony Brook as well, who last year was ranked in the top 10. So we're really excited about the season. Yeah, tough schedule, and then we play Ivy League powerhouses, Princeton, Penn, Cornell. So obviously that Jersey rivalry is there. We were excited about the year. We keep it competitive as we always do. Big believer in playing a very competitive schedule, and this year's no different.
Sounds like you're a defensive-minded coach because you keep talking about the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be fair, or that's just the strength of this team?
I mean, we've always had a strong defensive team. Big believers in the
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, defense wins championships. The success of the program really starts with having a solid goalkeeper and a solid defense in front of her. So that's what we really pride ourselves on, and we're lucky this year that's the true core and veteran leadership of our team is coming out of that defensive end.
So help me out here. Would it be a zone defense? Is it a man-to-man? What?
You mix it up.
You do mix it
Yeah,
up. So you don't play traditionally just one type of box and.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. There's different defenses, and then if you get a card, which is our version of a penalty, that you have to play man down on defense.
Like a power
so
play,
yeah,
right.
so you'd be playing like a 7v6.
Shorthanded,
So that's
right.
when you're gonna be playing a zone and different things like that.
Now, one thing, you played here.
Yes.
You went to school here. You studied here. You were an assistant here.
Yes.
And then became the head coach. So you've been here forever.
Yeah.
You can never get away, right?
Exactly. Nor do I, and I don't want to.
No, you don't want to either. I don't think any of us do. But here's the question. In all that time, you've seen the academics here at Rutgers very strong, and the academic performance of your team also very strong. Tell us
Right.
a little bit about that.
That's something that we preach right from day one. The second a recruit steps foot on campus, they know what our academic credo is and what we live and breathe by when it comes to Rutgers women's lacrosse. And we're not going to sit here and say that there are $1 million lacrosse contracts out there. So the academic side of things is of the utmost importance, and making sure the girls really know what's important here at Rutgers. So we pride ourselves in that. We always carry a high GPA. We've won a number of academic awards and have carried a perfect APR for the last 4 seasons. So
Congratulations and on 11 years, and good luck coming up in the spring.
Thank you.
And the
Thank you
newborn.
very much.
And
Yes.
the newborn as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Laura Brand-Sias, everybody, Rutgers women's lacrosse coach. Give her a big hand.